When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team looking for its first win, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas A&M's offense is on the field for the first time today. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play.
It's a running room. He's at the 30. He's at the and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggies!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carney. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So South Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
And I think that was step one for this offense. You didn't want to start backed up, but you did on this first drive. Nice job getting that first down, creating a little bit more space. Now I look to see if they get back on script, maybe get aggressive and see what this offense does today.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Hauls it in. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the ground. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got the first down. Looking for more. Give him 88 yards on the ground in this one, and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
To the air on 2nd down. They're working that left side. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They go to the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Great job by the back on the option.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
South Carolina, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Carney. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
The play action fake. This time he's got it. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The kick is on its way. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the ground game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. And the opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Fakes the grab on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. It's a draw. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. He's loose down the middle. The 30. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up?" Come on, get on the ball, David.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Yo, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
And it's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Laporta. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38. These guys are on the move. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Gamecocks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it, they're on the move. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of suit.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Texas A&M going quickly. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab on the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. They get to the line quickly. To the air on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the Texas A&M offense will take over.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a... where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. Fires on the move. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing and understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
This time he's got his man. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They'll line up to go for 2. He's looking to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Runs through a tackle. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Give to the back. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon them.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page and they generate the pass rush the very next play.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that third down.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 24 to UCLA. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Hayden. Oh, sweet feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Texas A&M going quickly.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Quickly complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Bringing the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Safe completion on the screen. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there.
There he goes. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start in the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man in the middle. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He wants to throw it again. Using the quick game. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Wolf. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Looking to throw, it's Wolf. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
17.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Rushes on him. Working that left side now. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Hard running there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
A&M comes back out with another first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Trying to pound their way in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Aitman. And the returner will be brought down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. To the ground with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Wolf. He's got it down the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? A 3rd down try for the offense. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's going to run it. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
And I'm not surprised they went to him again. He's already had 2 rushing touchdowns. He's had some success and been physical. But how about the defense? Ready for him? I guess they've learned their lesson, right? They've already given up 2. They weren't giving up a 3rd.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Aitman. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Wolf. Here's the pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. And we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.